صلوات. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. صلوات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. اللهم صل على محمد. الفاتحة.
برال نبی اولاد علی بآواز بلند صلوات. اللہم صل. ہے مسلم ہے مسلم ہے مسلم ہے مسلم مسلم کے شاہزادے مسلم کے شاہزادے ہائے ابراہیم محمد کوفے میں در بدر ہے کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے نہ جانے کتنے دن سے دونوں ہے بھوکے پیاسے کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے مارے گئے ہیں مسلم پردیس میں ستم ہے مارے گئے ہیں مسلم پردیس میں ستم ہے مارا ہے کوفیوں نے مظلوم کو یہ غم ہے اور اب یتیم مسلم چھپتے ہیں اشکیاء سے اور اب یتیم مسلم چھپتے ہیں اشکیاء سے کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے مسلم کا پہلے لاشا بازار میں پھرایا لیکن ستم گروں کو پھر بھی نہ چین آیا مسلم کے پہلے لاشا بازار میں پھرایا لیکن ستم گروں کو پھر بھی نہ چین آیا اب چاہتے ہیں ظالم اب چاہتے ہیں ظالم بچوں کے دیکھے لاشیں، کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے، کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے، ہاتھوں میں ہاتھ ڈالے سہمے ہوئے ڈرے سے، ہاتھوں میں ہاتھ ڈالے سہمے ہوئے ڈرے سے، گلیوں میں پھر رہے ہیں، گلیوں میں پھر رہے ہیں کوفے کی دونوں بچے، کوئی نہیں جو آ کر، کوئی نہیں جو آ کر دے ہیں انہیں دلاسے، کوئی نہیں جو آ کر دے دے انہیں دلاسے، کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے، کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے، پوچھا یہ جب کسی نے ماں اور پدر کہاں ہیں، وہ بولے کیا بتائیں، بے گھر ہے بے امان ہے، بس اتنا جانتے ہیں پوتے ہیں مرتضیٰ کے، کہتے تھے حال اپنا آخر کسے بتائیں، رستہ اگر پتہ ہو تو ہم نجف کو جائیں، مشکل کو حل کریں گے مشکل کشا ہمارے، کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے، کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے، ایک مومنہ کے گھر میں تھوڑی اماں جو پائی، پر ظالموں سے ان کو وہ بھی بچا نہ پائی، چھپ نہ سکے ہیں بچے تا دیر وہ قضا سے، کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے، زخمی ہیں دونوں بھائی دونوں تھکے ہوئے ہیں، زخمی ہیں دونوں بھائی دونوں تھکے ہوئے ہیں، بابا کو ڈھونڈتے ہیں ہر دم تڑپ رہے ہیں، معبود میرے ان کو بابا سے تو ملا دے، معبود میرے ان کو بابا سے تو ملا دے، کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے، کوفے میں در بدر ہے مسلم کے شاہزادے، صلوات بر محمد۔
بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات اللهم صل على محمد السلام علیکم جميعا ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. Mu'mineen, today's majlis is by Mehfil Abbas for the Wafaat of Hazrat, my apologies, Bar Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad Salawat. Mu'mineen, today's majlis is by Mehfil Abbas as a hadiyah of majlis to Farzandan Hazrat Muslim Ibn Aqil alayhi salam, and condolences to our awaited Imam alayhi salam. Bar Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad salawat. Can I please humbly request you all to recite Surah Fatiha? Al-Fatiha. Bismillah.
صلوات. نعرے تکبیر، نعرے رسالت، نعرے حیدری. سمرا کہتا تھا کاٹوں گا میں سر، سمرا کہتا تھا کاٹوں گا میں سر. مانو بیعت میری ابن حیدر، مانو بیعت میری ابن حیدر. سے پہ کھچر چلایا دو دھارا، سے پہ کھنجر چلایا دو دھارا. رے ہوئی ہائی رے مسلم کے پیاروں کو مارا. صلوات.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله وكفى وسلام على عباده الذين اصطفى. محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. اللهم صل على محمد. واللعنة الدائمة الباقية على أعدائهم أجمعين. أما بعد، فقد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والبلد الطيب يخرج نباته بإذن ربه والذي خبث لا يخرج إلا نكدا. كذلك نصرف الآيات لقوم يشكرون. آمنا بالله. صدق الله العلي العظيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل. My dear elders, my brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum jami'an wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As we all send our condolences to the Imam of our time, Imam Sahib al-Zaman, Ajjalallahu farajahu al-Sharif, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa On this occasion, when we have assembled to remember the two infant or two young children of Muslim bin Aqil, Muhammad and Ibrahim, let us also remember all our marhumeen and gift them one Surah Fatiha. Bismillah. We pray to Allah Azza wa Jal, Ya Allah, grant maghfirah to all our marhumeen. Ya Allah, shower your mercy upon them. Recite salawat, please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali. This evening's program has been organized to remember, to commemorate shahadat of two young boys. They are sons of Muslim bin Aqil, and they were martyred, killed, and every year we do remember them by holding this special ceremony. And there is no doubt that in any gathering where there is dhikr of Allah, where there is dhikr of the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt of the Holy Prophet, blessings and mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal is in plenty. There is no doubt about that. In fact, in one tradition, it is mentioned about 7 groups of people who will receive the shade of Allah on the day when there will be others who will be seeking the shade of Allah Azza wa Jal on the day of judgment. One of those groups is those people who attend where there is remembrance of Allah Azza wa Jal. And after having attended and left, they are again wishing as to when such gathering takes place and remembrance of Allah takes place. Such people on the day of judgment will receive the shade of Allah Azza wa Jal. So, today is also the martyrdom anniversary of a great personality in the history of Islam who was one of the strong not only Mohib, but one of the strong Shi'as of Imam Ali alayhi salam, and that is Maytham al-Tammar. 22nd of Dhul Hijjah, year 60 after Hijrah. So this is before the martyrdom of Imam Husaini alayhi salam in Karbala. Maytham al-Tammar was beheaded and he was killed. So I want to talk about Maytham al-Tammar today, insha'Allah. But before that, let us look at the verse of the Holy Quran that I recited. This is in Surah Al-A'raf, verse number 58. Okay? Allah Azza wa Jal says, وَالْبَلَدُ الطَّيِّبُ يَخْرُجُ نَبَاتُهُ بِإِذْنِ رَبِّهِ. And the good land, Baladut Tayyib, and the good land, يَخْرُجُ نَبَاتُهُ بِإِذْنِ رَبِّهِ. Its vegetation, that which grows, its vegetation comes forth in abundance by the leave of its Lord, that is by the permission of Allah Azza wa Jal. Okay? So one side, a good land, lot of vegetation comes out of it, but it comes out of it with the permission from Allah Azza wa Jal. وَالَّذِي خَبُثَ, and that land which is bad, that land which is bad, لَا يَخْرُجُ إِلَّا نَكِدًا, springs up nothing but something useless scantily. Right? Bad land, a land where there are rocks. Okay? It will not give any vegetation at all, and whatever it comes out of it is useless, and it comes out not often, sometimes. Then Allah Azza wa Jal says, كَذَلِكَ نُصَرِّفُ الْآيَاتِ لِقَوْمٍ يَشْكُرُونَ. Thus do we repeat the signs for a people who give thanks. Okay? I'm going to give a very simple example in order to understand that. Just now, when we read for the first time, what comes into our mind is a land. We go out of Peterborough, going towards Leicester, going towards other places. We pass by and we come across, there are big farms there. Things are, or crops are growing there, and you feel them and you see, and people say it's greenery, greenery. Right? Immediately in mind, good land. It's coming out. Or maybe you go to another place where it is rocky and you do not find any greenery. Every place you look, it looks brown, brown, brown. There isn't anything there growing. You get an idea. This land is not worthy for vegetation. But understand this point now. The verses of the Holy Quran are rain of mercy. The verses of the Holy Quran are rain of mercy. There are those people who, when they listen to the verses of the Holy Quran, it goes deep into their heart and it makes them reflect, and from there they act, and from it comes out the wisdom, and you can see what Allah has described as good vegetation. The meaning of it is that you will find goodness coming out of that person, because his disposition, his inherent quality which Allah has given him are pure. But if the heart is very hard, it's like that rocky mountain. How many verses of the Holy Quran you pour upon that heart? How many verses of the Holy Quran that you talk to them about? But because that land has become hard, that heart has become hard, nothing will come out of it. And in there, I bring to you Maysam al-Tammar. Okay? So I want to discuss 3 points about Maysam al-Tammar. Point number 1 to discuss is that his relationship with Imam Ali alayhi salam. 1. Point number 2 I want to discuss is the status of Maysam al-Tammar in the eyes of Imam Ali alayhi salam. And number 3 is the status of Maysam al-Tammar in the Ahlul Bayt, or in the eyes of the Prophet and in the eyes of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. These 3 points, insha'Allah, enough for us to understand. You have heard this story, and I am just going to explain it very briefly, and especially for the children to understand. But later on, sometimes we can discuss more in detail regarding the martyrdom of Maysam Tammar. Very quickly. There are many narrations about this. One narration is that once Imam Ali alayhi salam called Maysam and told Maysam, Maysam, what will you do when you will be asked to speak against me? What will you do when you will be asked to speak against me? Do tabarra, speak evil, curse upon me. What will you do? And Maysam Tammar, I'm just explaining very briefly, that Maysam Tammar told Imam Ali alayhi salam that under no circumstances am I going to curse you. Imam Ali alayhi salam told him, what if you are threatened with death? And Maysam Tammar said, for me that death is honorable if it is for the sake of your love. So I am ready and I will sacrifice my life. At that time, Imam Ali alayhi salam told Maysam, Maysam, your hands will be cut off, your legs will be cut off, you will be hanged from a tree. Imam even mentioned where that tree is going to be. Okay, it was a date palm tree, and you're going to be headed there. And then after that also, the time will come when they will cut your tongue. And when they cut your tongue, then they will behead you or you will die, and that will be your end. And Maysam Tammar said, Mawla, I am ready to accept all that for your love. Okay? Then Maysam Tammar knew about that tree. So the person who was living or in whose garden or near his place where the tree was, he used to tell, his name was Amr bin Hurayth. He used to tell Amr bin Hurayth, Amr, one day I am going to become your neighbor. Amr at that time did not understand. He thought maybe he will leave the locality and the district in which he is living just now, and he will come and buy a house nearby where he will become my neighbor. But he didn't realize. He realized at the time when Maysam was hanged. And Maysam Tammar used to go to that date palm tree, water it always, and used to tell the tree, you have been created for me and I have been created for you. This was Maysam Tammar. Okay? Now let's look at his relationship or his affinity to Imam Ali alayhi salam. And here I want to bring another companion so that we will be able to compare. Point to understand. When I finish this point, the most important point to understand is, in the eyes of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam, if we have to be honored and respected, it is not going to be our status, it is not going to be our wealth, it is not going to be anything else. What is more important is as to how strong our iman is with our Imam. Okay? The companion whom I want to talk about together with Maysam, we have comparison, is Salman al-Farsi. Salman al-Farsi, his relationship to the Holy Prophet and Maysam Tammar's relationship to Imam Ali alayhi salam, these are almost similar. Salman al-Farsi was a slave of a Jewish woman in Medina. The Holy Prophet paid the asking price. When the Prophet went to that woman and said, I want, or send someone that we want to buy this slave of yours, and she said, I want this amount of money. The amount was paid without any discussions, without any negotiations. The price was paid, and the Holy Prophet bought Salman al-Farsi and then released him, and he became a free man. After he became a free man, that Salman al-Farsi, who was he? A slave, who has been released by the Prophet. He used to be called Salman al-Farsi. His relationship to the Holy Prophet was such that a time comes when people call him as Salman Muhammadi. When people call him Salman Muhammadi. Let's come to Maitham now. Maitham was a slave of a woman from Banu Asad. This is in Kufa. And Imam Ali alayhi salam bought Maitham. Having bought him, paying the price, Imam Ali alayhi salam then released him, made him a free man. And the nearness of Maitham to Imam Ali alayhi salam was such that when Maitham was killed, when Maitham was martyred, it was for no other reason except for love of Ali bin Abi Talib alayhi salam. Okay? Now, the second comparison is that Salman acquired knowledge from the Holy Prophet. And he acquired so much knowledge that from amongst the companions, leaving out Imam Ali alayhi salam, from amongst the companions of the Holy Prophet, Salman was considered to be the most learned companion of the Holy Prophet. And when the Holy Prophet passed away from this world, Salman continued to acquire his knowledge from Imam Ali bin Abi Talib alayhi salam. Okay? I don't have time just now because this subject requires a lot of explanation. But just introducing the words so that children will remember, inshallah, and every one of you will remember. There are some knowledges that the Imams gave specially to their companions with strict instructions that this knowledge is not to be told to the others, because others will not be able to grasp it. And this is called ilmul manaya wal balaya. Okay? That knowledge that they were given by which they used to be told. Okay? You have a comparison of Habib ibn Mudahir and another companion, I think Muslim ibn Awsaja, both talking about something. And when the people heard, at that time they used to say, we don't know who is more mad. Is it Muslim bin Awsaja or is it Habib ibn Mudahir? Because of the things that they talked about. They did not understand. Maitham acquired his knowledge from Imam Ali alayhi salam. Okay? Let's come to another point first before I explain on that. Salman al-Farsi met the Holy Prophet, or Salman Muhammadi met the Holy Prophet for the first time in Medina. Maitham meets Imam Ali alayhi salam for the first time in Kufa. The period of time that Salman spent with the Holy Prophet was not a very long period, short period. And shorter period was for Maitham, because Imam Ali comes in the year 35 AH in Kufa. And in the year 40 Hijrah, he is already martyred. So a period of almost just like 4 years that Maitham is in the company of Imam Ali alayhi salam. And the knowledge that he received, reaching to that stage of ilmul manaya wal balaya. Now I want to bring you back to the verse of the Holy Quran I related. Okay? I'll give you comparison of two companions of Imam Ali alayhi salam. One was Maitham, the other one was one of companions, I can't just remember just now his name. Both of them were very close companions of Imam Ali alayhi salam. And to both of them, Imam Ali alayhi salam used to give knowledge. Okay? After the martyrdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam, the love of Maitham did not decrease for Imam Ali alayhi salam. But the other companion, his name was Ibn Ash'ath. Ibn Ash'ath, after the martyrdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam, the tables turned and he turned away from Imam Ali alayhi salam. If you bring both these companions, you come to understand the verse of the Holy Quran that I recited. If the land is pure, then good will come out of it. If the land is not pure, how much so rain falls upon it, nothing will come out of it. Look at Maitham Tammar and look at Ibn Ash'ath. Both of them received knowledge. Knowledge is mercy of Allah. Both of them received knowledge. But you can see who is ready to grasp. That's why it is very important that our heart has to be pure in order to acquire that knowledge. And to have that knowledge being effective in our life, the important thing is that our disposition, our tinat, our nature has to be pure. Then that knowledge itself will grow and a person will feel love for knowledge. Recite salawat, please. So Maitham, after acquiring knowledge from Imam Ali alayhi salam, after martyrdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam, continued to acquire his knowledge from Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein alayhim salam. Historians have said that Maitham was visiting them in Medina, but some of the historians are of the opinion that it was on the order of Imam Hassan that Maitham was asked to stay in Kufa. You stay in Kufa, but Maitham used to visit and he used to acquire knowledge both from Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein alayhim salam. And as I mentioned that both of, like Maitham met the Holy Prophet for the first time in Medina and Salman met the Holy Prophet for the first time in Medina and Maitham met the Imam Ali alayhi salam for the first time in Kufa. Understand the points over here. The point by mentioning this is to say that there was no relationship to say from the past that the Holy Prophet knew who was the father and who Salman al-Farsi was, right? That introduction was not there. They met for the first time in Medina. Salman became, because Salman found first the signs of who the true prophet is, and then he accepted Islam and became from Salman al-Farsi to Salman Muhammadi. Okay? And Maitham Tammar, today everyone remembers, and whenever we go for ziyarat to Iraq, one of the visits is of course to the shrine of Maitham Tammar. Recite salawat, please. Sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa ali. Now, I don't know whether I should tell this point now or later on. But let me say, because this point came to me yesterday and I was thinking about it. Okay. The question was, right, I'm looking at Iqbal Bhai, I know he's smiling now, okay. The question that came to my mind was, where is more reward? Is it in reciting salawat or is it in saying Nare Haidari? I leave it to you. You think. When it comes to reciting salawat, right, please forgive me, but you can feel yourself that it is as if we are all sleeping. But when it comes to Nare Haidari, Allahu Akbar. Okay. I'm not saying don't do Nare Haidari. No, please do not mistaken me. But without any doubt, there is more reward in reciting salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Okay? And of course, when we say Nare Haidari, it is to give that beautification to our gatherings. Okay? So we will also say Nare Haidari. Okay? Same way we all recite. When we recite salawat, we should recite loudly, express our love for the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt of the Holy Prophet. Okay? You don't know who will be there, who when he hears salawat may feel, why are they reciting salawat? But when you recite salawat, you are expressing your love to say, definitely, we love the Prophet and Ahlul Bayt of the Holy Prophet. We come to the second point, and this is the special status of Maitham Tammar to Imam Ali alayhi salam. And that is, the position of Imam Ali alayhi salam in Kufa was, he was ruler of the Muslims. Correct? Right? He comes to Kufa, he is ruler of the Muslims. How wide is the Muslim empire or the Muslim kingdom? Okay. In Africa, Samarkand, as I mentioned about our seventh Imam, mentioning about Fadak. Okay. So Samarkand up to the shores of Caspian Sea, in the south up to Aden. That's how vast it was, even during the time of Imam Ali alayhi salam. And who is the ruler? Imam Ali alayhi salam. Baytul Mal is under control of who? Imam Ali alayhi salam. If Imam Ali alayhi salam gives one order, it has to be accomplished. Yet, looking at the status of Maitham Tammar, Maitham is called a Tammar because he comes from a family who used to sell debts. Tamr means a debt, and Tammar is one who deals with the debts. So Maitham Tammar because he used to sell debts. Can you imagine his shop in Bazaar of Kufa? At that time there was no concept of mall. Small shops. The ruler of the Muslim goes and sits together and talks intimately, educating Maitham Tammar whilst he is in the shop. Imam Ali alayhi salam is sitting and talking to him. In Biharul Anwar, there is an incident, the elders know about this, that once Imam Ali alayhi salam told Maitham Tammar, I want you to go and accomplish that task, go and finish this work. I will sit here in your shop and I will sell. Maitham went. A person comes to Imam Ali alayhi salam, gives him a coin which is fake, and buys some debts. And he goes away. That person thought, I have cheated Imam Ali alayhi salam. He has sold me the debts, and I have given him a coin which has got no value at all. It is fake. But Imam Ali alayhi salam has already said, right? Whether he said to someone, but in Biharul Anwar it is written that Imam Ali alayhi salam said that his debts are going to become bitter. When he goes there and he starts testing, they are really bitter. He brings them back and he tells Imam Ali alayhi salam, but you have given me debts which are bitter. And Imam returns the coin and said, you have given me a coin which is fake. This is Imam Ali alayhi salam sitting in the shop of Maitham. But the status of Maitham is so great that Imam does not call Maitham, come to my house or come to the place of where I give judgments in Masjid Kufa and acquire your knowledge. No. The status of Maitham was so high that Imam Ali alayhi salam himself used to go to the shop of Maitham in Bazaar, in the marketplace of Kufa, sit in his shop, talk to him. Those people who used to pass by, they would look at it and they would say, look how closely these people are and how intimately they are talking to each other. Imam of the time and a true follower of the Imam of the time. This is the status which Imam can give. Okay? We come to the third point and to look at the very high status of Maitham Tammar. And we begin with the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Salama, Biharul Anwar, I quote Biharul Anwar. Salama mentions that after the martyrdom of Imam Ali alayhi salam, when Maitham Tammar used to visit Medina, he would definitely go to Salama. And you will find that there were many companions of the Prophet and those strong and very close Shias of Imam Ali alayhi salam. They used to take the opportunity when they would come to Medina. If they were staying outside Medina, they would come to visit Salama, just to pay their respects, just to do salam. And Salama used to tell Maitham Tammar, Maitham, there are nights when the Holy Prophet used to call Imam Ali alayhi salam and teach him and give him knowledge, right? We know that the Imam Ali alayhi salam's tradition, a narration from Imam Ali alayhi salam where he says that Prophet told me or taught me 1,000 doors of knowledge, and from every door I have opened another 1,000 doors. Okay? So, he says at night, Prophet used to talk to Imam Ali alayhi salam. And there were times when I could hear what they were talking. And Maitham, there was many times when the Holy Prophet used to advise Imam Ali alayhi salam about you, Maitham. Remember, Prophet has not yet met, or Prophet had not met Maitham. Yet the Holy Prophet had talked about Maitham to Imam Ali alayhi salam. Okay? And the proof of this is that in Kufa, at the time when Imam Ali alayhi salam bought Maitham, okay, Maitham used to go by the name of Salim or Salim, one of those names. And when Imam Ali alayhi salam called him and asked him, what is your name? And when he said Salim or Salim, Imam Ali alayhi salam told him, listen, the Holy Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa alihi, used to tell me that your father had kept your name as Maitham. Remove this name Salim or Salim and bring back your name as Maitham. Rasulullah used to tell me. Imam Muhammad al-Baqir salawatullah wa salamuhu alayhi, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, said that inni uhibbuhu hubban shadidan. Fifth Imam was talking about Maitham and he used to say, inni la uhibbuhu, surely I love him, hubban shadidan, I have much love for Maysam Tammar. This is Imam who is expressing and who is saying about his love for a companion, okay? Salama also used to tell Maysam Tammar that Imam Hussain alayhi salam used to remember you very much. It is possible that this is the visit when Maysam comes. Maysam comes for Hajj. And during that period of Hajj, he goes to visit Salama. And Salama then tells him, because Imam Hussain alayhi salam is not in Medina, but Salama tells him that Imam Hussain alayhi salam used to remember you fondly every time Maysam Tammar. And the last point is, sixth Imam. Whenever sixth Imam used to do dua, right, he used to pray to Allah Azza wa Jal, "O Allah, shower your mercy upon Maysam Tammar." Now consider all this. And when the A'imma Tahirin alayhimus salam, when they pray for a companion, and when they say we love him very much, when they remember him, we can understand how great the status of Maysam Tammar was. No wonder that that was the result of that love that Maysam Tammar had for the Ahlul Bayt of the Holy Prophet, that he said that even at that last moment, he tells the people, because Ibn Ziyad had told him that I am going to ensure that I prove to the people that astaghfirullah, al-ayadhu billah, your master Imam Ali alayhi salam was a liar. And I am going to cut your hand, I am going to cut your legs, but I will not cut your tongue. Because the Prophet, Imam Ali had told Maysam, your tongue is going to be cut. And Maysam had told Ibn Ziyad, my master has already told me that you are also going to cut my tongue. When he was hanged, Maysam told to the people, come, those of you who want to know who is Imam Ali alayhi salam, come, I will tell you. And there was this one person who was a close advisor of Ibn Ziyad. When he passes by, he sees so many people standing there. When he goes there, he hears that Maysam is talking about Imam Ali alayhi salam, and he may change the heart of the people and turn them against Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad. He immediately goes to Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad and he tells him that this is what Maysam is doing. Better send someone to cut off his tongue. And that is when Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad sends one of the executioner who comes and tells Maysam, take out your tongue. And Maysam takes out his tongue and it is cut off. Okay? Proving exactly what Imam Ali alayhi salam had said is going to happen. But these are the true followers of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Lesson that I am taking, which I am sharing with you all, is that our iman on the Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam sometimes will require from us some sacrifices for the love of Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. We have to ask this question, whether we will be ready to sacrifice whatever A'imma Tahirin alayhimus salam are asking us to do, whether we would be ready to sacrifice for that or not. Because the true love is shown by Maysam Tammar, one of the companions. Recite salawat, please. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Regarding Muhammad and Ibrahim, the two sons of Muslim bin Aqil, for years and years you have been hearing as to what happened to them. And inshallah I will also mention, but there are one or two points that I want to clear over here. The first point is, and I quote over here, Nafasul Mahmum, Sheikh Abbas Qummi alayhi rahma, who is quoting Sheikh Saduq alayhi rahma from his Amali, from the dictations of Sheikh Saduq alayhi rahma. And Sheikh al-Saduq alayhi rahma quotes his father, Ibn Babawai al-Awwal, whose actual name was Ali bin Ibrahim, who quotes his narrators, and they said, the first point, the difference to understand is that some of the narrators talk about that when Muslim bin Aqil went to Kufa as a representative of Imam, then these two sons had accompanied Hazrat Muslim bin Aqil. This is one narration. But in Nafasul Mahmum, it is written that it was after the event of Karbala that these two children were arrested, captured, and they were taken separately in the presence of Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad. Now, Sheikh Abbas Qummi alayhi rahmah does not mention how they were arrested, how they were captured, but we can try to understand that what happened in Sham-e-Ghariba was that the children had run away when the fires were set to the tent. And there were children who came under the hooves of the horses and died. Right? It is possible that it is at that time that these two were captured and they were sent to Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad. Possibly, I'm saying. But as I said, Sheikh Abbas Qummi alayhi rahmah does not mention that. But he mentions that they were captured after the incident of Karbala and they were sent to Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad. And Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad said, put them into prison and do not give them good food. Do not give them good food and let them suffer. This was the clear instruction of Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad. Okay? Second point, but because it is going to be Masa'ib, when I talk about this, this point comes in Masa'ib. And this is regarding that woman in whose house these two children had gone after they had been freed, after they had been freed from the jail, right, as we will talk about it. And when they went to that woman, now the historian said that the person who killed them was the husband of that woman. Sheikh Abbas Qummi alayhi rahmah writes that it was the son-in-law of that woman who killed these two children. So these are some of the differences that you get. Okay? The third difference is as to how did this woman find these two children. We hear a lot of time that they were sitting on the top of the tree. It was daytime and their shadow was falling on that pond. And in that pond, when she saw the shadows and she told them to come down and she took them, Sheikh Abbas Qummi alayhi rahmah writes that these two children were wandering and they came to that house and they knocked the door, and when the woman asked them as to who they are and when they introduced, she took them because she was one of those who loved Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salam. Okay? So these are some of the differences that you hear as I recite Masa'ib, and I will try to mention exactly or what had happened. Azadaro, तारीख में मिलता है कि पूरे एक साल ये दोनों बेटे जनाब मुस्लिम के मोहम्मद और इब्राहिम कैद खाने में रहे थे. हाँ अज़ादारो, शेख अब्बास क़ुम्मी अलैहि रहमा ये भी लिखते हैं कि चूँकि उनको खाना सही तरीके से नहीं मिलता था और कभी कभी उनका गुजारा फ़कत पानी और ख़ुब्ज़ यानी ब्रेड पर था, वो इतने वीक हो गए थे, ज़ईफ़ हो गए थे कि एक दिन ये दोनों ने तय किया कि जो दरबान है, जो ये कैद خانے کی دیکھ ریکھ کر رہا ہے اور ہماری دیکھ ریکھ کر رہا ہے. وہ بوڑھا تھا، ضعیف تھا. شاید اگر اس کو ہم بتائے کہ ہم کون ہیں تو شاید وہ ہم کو رہا کر دے گا. بس عزادارو، اسی میں ایک مصائب ہے کہ دونوں فرزندوں نے طے تو کر لیا. جب شام کا وقت آیا ہے اور وہ دربان آیا تو اس وقت ان دونوں فرزندوں نے، جناب مسلم کے دونوں بیٹوں نے کہا، اے شیخ تو کیا رسول اللہ کو جانتا ہے؟ تو شیخ نے کہا، کیوں نہیں جانوں، وہ تو رسول اللہ ہے، اس پر میں نے ایمان لایا ہے. بس عزادارو، دونوں فرزندوں نے ایک اور سوال کیا اور کہا، کیا تو جعفر طیار کو پہچانتا ہے؟ جعفر طیار مشہور تھے کیونکہ انہوں نے جنگ موتا میں شہادت پائی تھی اور اس کی بہادری سب لوگوں کے سامنے تھی، اور پیغمبر نے کہا تھا کہ خدا نے ان کو 2 پر دیے ہیں اور وہ ملائکہ کے ساتھ اڑ رہے ہیں. کیا تو جعفر طیار کو پہچانتا ہے؟ کہا، کیوں نہیں پہچانتا، میں جانتا ہوں اس کو، اور میں خوب جانتا ہوں کون ہے جعفر طیار. اس کے بعد فرزند مسلم ابن عقیل نے پوچھا، کیا تو علی بن ابی طالب علیہ السلام کو پہچانتا ہے؟ بس عزادارو، اس بوڑھے نے کہا، اگر میں کیوں نہ پہچانوں، وہ تو پیغمبر کا چچا زاد بھائی ہے اور پیغمبر کا داماد ہے، میں کیوں نہ پہچانوں اس کو. بس عزادارو، مسلم ابن عقیل کے فرزندوں نے کہا، اے شیخ، ہم انہی کی اولاد میں سے ہیں، ہم مسلم بن عقیل کے فرزند ہیں. بس عزادارو، اس شیخ نے سنا اور ایک مرتبہ اس نے بہت افسوس کیا، ہائے اب تک میں نہیں جانتا تھا کہ تم دونوں کون ہو. بس اب گھبرانا نہیں، جب رات کا وقت آئے گا میں دروازہ کھلا رکھوں گا، تم یہاں سے چلے جانا. عزادارو، رات کا وقت آیا، محمد اور ابراہیم دونوں چلے گئے، اور اب ڈھونڈتے ڈھونڈتے جب اس مومنہ کے گھر پہ پہنچے ہیں اور اس مومنہ نے ان کو قبول کیا اور ان کی دیکھ ریکھ کی، پورا دن ان کے ساتھ کھانا بھی کھلایا اور ایک کمرے میں رکھ دیا اور ان کو بند رکھا، تاکہ وہ جانتی تھی کہ کوئی بھی آئے گا یہ سب دشمن حسین ہے، دشمن رسول ہے، دشمن علی ہے، ان دونوں کو قتل کر دیں گے. اور جب یہ آدمی آیا ہے، شاید داماد ہو یا اس کا شوہر ہو، جب اس کو پتہ چلا ہے، بس عزادارو، رات کی تاریکی میں ان دونوں کو انہوں نے نکالا اور ایک جگہ پر باندھ دیا. جب صبح کا وقت قریب آیا تو اس نے طے کر لیا تھا کہ ان دونوں کو قتل کرے گا. بس عزادارو، فرزندان مسلم اس دنیا سے جاتے جاتے ہم کو ایک بہت بڑا سبق سکھا گئے اور کہا، اے شخص، تو ہمیں قتل تو کرے گا لیکن قتل کرنے سے پہلے ہمیں اتنی مدت دے کہ ہم 2 رکعت نماز پڑھ لے. بس عزادارو، دونوں نے نماز پڑھ لی، نماز کو ترک نہ کیا، اور نماز پڑھنے کے بعد اپنے ہاتھ بلند کیے، یا احکم الحاکمین احکم بیننا و بینہم، اے خدایا تو بہترین حکم کرنے والا ہے، تو ہی بس اب حکم کر دے ہمارے اور اس کے بیچ میں. اس کے بعد اس ملعون نے ایک فرزند کو قتل کیا، ایک بھائی کو دوسرے بھائی کے سامنے قتل کیا، اور اس کا سر اور اس کا جسم نہر فرات پہ ڈال دیا، اور پھر دوسرے بھائی کو قتل کیا اور اس کا جسم بھی نہر فرات میں ڈال دیا. آزاداروں، یہ فرزندان مسلم، ایک بھائی نے دوسرے بھائی کو ایسی حالت میں دیکھا کہ اس کا سر قلم کیا جا رہا ہے. کربلا میں آئیے، حسین کو دیکھیے، بھائی عباس زمین کربلا پر ہے، دونوں شانے کٹے ہوئے، آنکھ میں تیر لگی. وَسَيَعْلَمُ الَّذِينَ ظَلَمُوا أَيَّ مُنقَلَبٍ يَنقَلِبُونَ إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ. اللهم بحق محمد وأنت المحمود، وبحق علي وأنت الأعلى، وبحق فاطمة وأنت فاطر السماوات والأرضين، وبحق الحسن وأنت المحسن، وبحق الحسين وأنت قديم الإحسان، وبحق 9 المعصومين من ذرية الحسين عليهم السلام. بار الہ ہماری اس قلیل عزاداری کو تیری بارگاہ میں قبول فرما. بار الہ ہمارے والدین اور کل مؤمنین اور مومنات کے گناہان کبیرہ اور صغیرہ کو معاف کرنا. بار الہ جو مؤمنین اور مؤمنات بیمار ہے، جو چھوٹی بیماری ہو یا بڑی بیماری ہو، بار الہ ان کو شفاء عاجل اور صحت کامل عطا فرما. بار الہ دنیا میں جو لوگ تکلیف اور مشکلوں میں ہیں، خاص طور پہ اہل فلسطین، خدایا ان کی تکلیفوں کو دور فرما، اہل فلسطین کو آزادی عطا فرما. بار الہ مسجد الاقصی کی حفاظت فرما. بار الہ جو مؤمنین اور مؤمنات حاجت رکھتے ہیں، بار الہ محمد اور آل محمد کا واسطہ ان کی حاجتوں اور تمناؤں کو پوری فرما. علماء دین کا سایہ ہمارے سر پر باقی رکھنا. تیری حجت امام زمانہ کے ظہور میں تعجیل فرما. ان کے اصحاب اور انصار میں ہم کو شامل کرنا. وصلی اللہ علی محمد وآلہ الطاہرین. ماتم حسین یا حسین.
یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئی، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئی، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئی، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، سجاد کو ضعیف صدائیں یہ کر گئی، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئی، زہرا بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئی، زہرا کی بیٹیوں، لاشوں کو رسیوں میں جکر کر لیے پھرو، ہائے لاشوں کو رسیوں میں جکر کر لیے پھرو، سیدانیاں تو گئے سے نکلتے ہی مر گئی، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئی، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے جاتی تھی جو کبھی کبھی زہرا کی قبر پہ، ہائے جاتی تھی جو کبھی کبھی زہرا کی قبر پہ، جانے خدا ہجوم سے کیسے گزر گئے، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا ظلم و ستم کی تیز ہوائیں تھی جب چلے، ہائے ظلم و ستم کی تیز ہوائیں تھی جب چلے، سب گلشن بطول کی کلیاں بکھر گئے، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا رملائے پوچھتی تھی سکینہ سے قید میں، ہائے رملائے پوچھتی تھی سکینہ سے قید میں، زخمی ہے کان بالیاں بی بی کدھر گئے، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا اتر گئے، زہرا بازار لے کے جاؤ نا بے پیدا ظالموں، ہائے بازار لے کے جاؤ نا بے پیدا ظالموں، مر جائے گی حسین کی بہنیں اگر گئے، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا جاتی تھی جو کبھی کبھی زہرا کی قبر پہ، ہائے جاتی تھی جو کبھی کبھی زہرا کی قبر پہ، جانے خدا ہجوم سے کیسے گزر گئے، زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں کی ردائیں اتر گئے، ہائے زہرا کی بیٹیوں بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات، اللہم صل علی محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم، الفاتحہ۔ السلام عليك يا رسول الله، السلام عليك يا حبيب الله، السلام عليك يا نبي الله، السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين، السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين، السلام عليك يا خديجة الكبرى، السلام عليك يا حسن المجتبى، السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله، وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك، عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار، ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم جميعا. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين جميعا شهداء كربلاء ورحمة الله وبركاته، وعلى 9 المعصومين من ذريتك علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والحجة بن الحسن. عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك وظهورك وجعلنا من أنصارك وأوانك ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم. بسم الله
الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك سوءا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. صلوات.